Blessings, friends. I'm coming to you today with a message, and I'm going to tune into what that message is because it relates to world circumstances right now and yet another opportunity to choose love or to choose divisiveness. Sorry, let me adjust here. So I'm coming to you from my office rather than my temple today, getting some work done. And yeah, I'm just here to share a message. So let me just connect in. I bring forward a message of love at this time, a message of calming and cooling down the heat and the passion of distress. I am the goddess of compassion and mercy. You have given me the name Quan Yin. Some would call me Tara. And though I use the word I, it is really we, a collective, the bodhisattva energies of compassion. We wish to remind you at this time that as you undergo your ascension journey, you are being confronted with the shadows of an old patterning in consciousness that relates to the dialogue and the dichotomy of right and wrong, the polarization, the conflict foundation of a realm that has been steeped in a dynamic of fear, scarcity, attack, divisiveness, separation. We have watched as your world looks collectively upon one conflict after another, one reason to polarize after another. It can be a health concern, it can be a Hollywood divorce, it can be a horrific sacrifice of humans. But the agenda behind what you see remains precisely the same. It is to encourage polarization and the continuation of judgment and attack among those on your planetary sphere. War is an act of cruelty. War condoned is an act and a choice of those who remain asleep. We ask you to come to your day, to your witness of the planetary events, be they trite or tragic, with a higher order of presence, to look with compassion at the lost confusion of those steeped in what you call the 3D matrix of separation and fear and control. Be fooled not by the appearances before you. Indeed, many suffer. It is why we, those you call the bodhisattvas, stand in support of your earth plane. For the suffering is almost unfathomable, and yet, beyond the veil of the illusion of the world in which you walk, are all souls united as one in the immanent, eternal field of love. You who listen to this are called to stand as emissary of light, as emissary of love, as he or she who stands beyond the battlefield of the suffering. Be you not fooled to choose a side, for the only side is love. All else is folly. Make no mistake. 2. Find the whys, the wherefores, the reasons to choose one side over another is to be fooled by the illusion and to offer yourself up as food for negative beings who benefit from each who chooses to remain within the dream spell of right, wrong, attack, fear, hate, and the justification of violence of any kind. We come to you to invite you to remember the other way, which is the way of love. Many are called at this time to see through the illusion of the frightful into the truth of your eternity, of your divinity, and of the eternity, the divinity, and the unconditionally loved nature of each and every one of your sisters and brothers upon the earth plane. No matter their foul choices, no matter their frightened experience, no matter the pain they endure, they are eternal, held in the light of the divine, as are you. Be not fooled by the dreamscape that is but the dying throes of an old way. Choose again. Choose love. Rise above the right and wrong, the standing with one side or another, for battle itself is the sin. It is the missing of the mark. You are created by love, for love, as love, with love, as are each and every sister and brother, past, present, future. We are ultimately all one. This is your invitation and your reminder to rise beyond, to look away from the horrors of propagandized suffering, that you may choose to be a blessing for all those who suffer, rather than feeding the very frequency that perpetuates it. We come to you as bodhisattvas of compassion. We bring with us the dragons of original creation who hold the field of the earth plane, now reconstituted and here to support Gaia's ascension and your own through protecting the field from those who would rend asunder the light rays, the love, the compassion, and the well-being of humanity. Align with us, choose again, be not fooled by the dream spell upon your TV and media screens. They serve you not to engage in those battles. Rise up, your greatest service can be to offer love into the field and the collective at this time. Your greatest service will be to serve what is in front of you and to choose not to engage in polarity dynamics of battle. Bring love, bring your highest intent, and you will serve to accelerate the healing and awakening of all of humanity. We thank you for listening to this message, and we are with you when you call. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I would like to add that this is a reminder for all of us that the real choice to stand with is to stand with love. The real choice to be in service at this time is not to choose a side, for there will be more demonstrations of fear, tragedy, and atrocity. If we wish for this truly to end, it is time for us to stop playing in the game of polarity, duality, and separation. So whatever comes across your news stream that triggers your own desire to take a side because of the compassion in your heart for justice and decency and protection of children and the defenseless, remember that choosing a side in a battlefield is the choice for battle. It is time for us to go beyond the battlefield. It is time for us to hold the light as the healers, helpers, light workers, starseeds, priestesses, the way showers. We must show the way out of the horrors of the dream spell, the nonsense of the dream spell, the psyop of the dream spell. When it's in our lane, yes, we must make decisions. If it is not in our lane, and we choose to follow the social media news threads, take a stand, and rail against the next tragedy, the next terrible thing, we are railing against rather than rising up to serve the light. Thank you for listening to this message. Thank you for your light in the world. Thank you for your awakening. Thank you for the blessings that you offer. And may this message serve you well. I ask you to share this, to like, to subscribe if it served you, and pass it on if you know someone else who would benefit from this. Many blessings, and thank you again.